ruminating on a Josh hosting me for one of my Sacred Saturdays approach. So I was thinking, broaching soulmate residency meets ruminating about surnames meets actually moving in. And I was like, let's go with Josh, because I've actually kind of talked about that a little bit before, is Sacred Saturdays with Josh by Josh. So here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, ruminate about an approach for Josh hosting me for one of my Sacred Saturdays, emphasizing what might make the attempt successful and unique to him being host. My Sacred Saturdays are a tradition I started as a preteen and continue on as I am able. It is a Saturday I dedicate to balanced eating and concentrated / ritualized computer game playing. Yeah, so taking this thing where I haven't had anybody host me on one of these, that's kind of not really been the nature of the thing thus far. So opening it up to a soulmate hosting me would be new territory, so to speak. So I kind of came up with, based on my own kind of hosting experience, what were a couple of things within kind of two broad categories. So the first category is what might make it successful, and the second category is what might make it unique to him, especially if I had additional soulmates who wanted to host me and or did host me. Is how can we make it unique to him, so it helps me remember him distinct from my other soulmates. So for what might make it successful, I came up with three things: communicating / coordinating in advance of the start of Sacred Saturday activities, such as what are we to eat / drink, where are we to eat / drink, where are we to play our computer games, and what computer games we are to play. So the games there, the S is emphasized, because do we play one game on one laptop and switch off like who's using the laptop, and like we have multiple saved games, or do we each play on a different computer? Do we play the same game on a different computer? Do we play a different game on a different computer? That kind of thing. So the S there in parentheses is an S in parentheses. Second item for this one was menu items that we both can eat. Yes, really emphasizing in the hosting part, sharing in terms of like a shared experience of what we eat, even if it's like we both want a pint of ice cream, we get 2 pints of ice cream that are the same as applicable. We'll do twinsies. Okay. And then the third item here is setting a lower limit for the amount of time we are to spend together in person, such as 2.00 hours. Yes. All right, for the second kind of broad category, what might make it unique to him, I came up with 3 things here as well. One, incorporate his surname, Kerr, such as a place setting at the table, one for him and one for me, each with Kerr as our last name. It's also helpful for trying on surnames, as a surname try on, and stabilizing the name as a name I use. And he uses what I use. Okay. The second item here is overlap in food menu items, something we have each enjoyed eating in his homeland, Scotland, such as haggis. I love haggis. I adore haggis. But something that's unique to him, but we have overlap in it feels like home, and it's something we both love. Okay, so affection preserved in the belly, eating memory, and smell and touch and taste and that kind of stuff, and sight and sound. Is he gonna fry up and make some haggis? Does he start the night before? And so it's like the aroma is part of the experience. We bask in the haggis aroma all night, Yeah, the squirrels go, where's the squirrel haggis? And we can use cashews instead. All right. And then the third, the tohis don't forget about us, maybe sunflower seeds. Okay. And then the third item here is a Scotland flag. Yeah, and that could be printed, hand drawn, maybe he has like a really nice flag. Maybe we make an effort like earlier in the week to go find a flag, see if we can find a flag like at a store or something, order it off Amazon. There's that kind of thing. So there we go. That's ruminating on a Josh hosting me for one of my sacred Saturdays approach.